Yo, it's your boy Premonitions, PR3, number 3, where the letter E supposed to be. Third eye open, that's why I see what they can't see. And we back with another video on the Third Eye Talks Hoops NBA channel. As always, gotta make sure before I jump into any content, much appreciation, much love to every single person who's liking, commenting, subscribing, interacting. Like I said, the content's gonna be consistent, the content's gonna be fire. So we're not gonna waste no more time. We're going to jump into today's video where we're looking at potential first-time All-Stars. You need to keep your third eye open to see. And we're going to kick off this list. Look, if we're talking about potential first-time All-Stars, I believe in keeping it simple. Our first person who I believe is going to be a first-time All-Star next year, Victor Wembanyama. Look, at this point, the only thing, knock on wood, that can keep Victor Wembanyama off the All-Star team next year is an injury. And it goes beyond stats. The raw numbers are incredible. But as I've said multiple times right now, we're looking at a transcendent talent. If I just read down his accolades, last year he was the 5th player ever to have a 25-point, 10 rebound, 10 block, 5 assist game. He was the first player since Tim Duncan to put up 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks as a rookie. He's the first player ever to have a triple-double with blocks and multiple threes. First player in NBA history to have 10 blocks and 5 assists in the game. First player in NBA history to have 150 assists, 150 blocks, and 75 made threes in the game. And I could literally keep going, breaking down the records that Victor Wembanyama set last year as a rookie. And once again, these aren't just rookie records. These are NBA records, okay? And he's only going to get better. Why? Natural progression, natural improvement. The San Antonio Spurs are bringing in some more talent. Once again, love the acquisition of CP3. And while the Spurs are not going to win, Victor Wembanyama is going to put up such ridiculous numbers. There is literally nothing that we can do to keep him off of the All-Star team. And why would you want to? In my top 25 rankings, I already had him sliding as the 15th best player going into next year. And that's me being kind of harsh because my criteria for that list had a lot to do with wins. The Spurs are not going to win a whole lot of games, but he's so damn good. He's so transcendent. He's such a force that we have not seen in the league. Legit, we have never seen anything like him. Wins and losses do not matter with a talent of this magnitude. Next year, keep your third eye open. You could be blind. Close your third eye. Just have one eye open, and you still be able to see that Victor Wembanyama is going to be a first-time All-Star. Moving into the next player who I foresee being a first-time All-Star next year, Tyrese Maxey. Look, this is another guy who made my top 25 list going into next season. And why is Tyrese Maxey going to be an NBA All-Star? One, he already has the stats. Going into next year, you can pretty much bank on him putting up at least 25 points, right around 5 to 6 assists. He shoots a decent percentage for a point guard. He shoots threes at a high volume and makes them at a high rate, nearly 39%. The 76ers are going to win. And once again, it comes down to, look, he is likable. That man has a lot of goodwill. Just go on YouTube, go on Instagram, see the way he behaves, see the way he interacts with fans. The fans are one of the main reasons why you're able to become an All-Star. And Tyrese Maxey is going to do that. That man is talented, that man is likable, and he's going to create moments because he's not afraid of the big moment. He's going to take big shots, he's going to make big shots. And one of the ways you get those fan votes, especially to become an All-Star, is when you create those signature moments. You can pretty much bank on Tyrese Maxey, especially now that he has the reputation of being one of those elevated top-tier players. You can bank on Tyrese Maxey being a first-time All-Star in the 2024-2025 NBA season. On to the next person who I predict being a first-time All-Star. We are staying in the East. Now, this one you might need to open your third eye a little bit more for, but I'm projecting Evan Mobley as being a first-time All-Star next year. Why am I high on Evan Mobley going into next year? One, I often criticize the Cavs, I do. But I do think the Cavs will be right around low 50s, high 40s, right around that 5th, 6th seed in the East. So they'll be competitive, obviously. They're going to win enough games where you won't be able to hold their record against him. This man is already one of the most versatile defensive bigs in the NBA. He's an all-NBA defender. Last year, which should have been a breakout year for him, he dealt with a lot of injuries. He missed over 20 games, and that definitely impacted the rhythm that he had. And he still put up right around 16, 17 points, 9 rebounds, and played that all-NBA level defense. Look, he's coming into his 4th year. The natural progression, the natural maturity realistically, for him to be an all-star, he really just needs to add maybe 3-4 more points per game than his scoring average. You get him right around 19 points, 20 points a game, he's putting up 10 rebounds, and once again, he is an all-NBA level defender, and he has that reputation. I feel like it's going to be extremely difficult to keep him off of the all-star team, especially if at some point in the first half of the season we see the Cavaliers potentially move on from Darius Garland, or even if he's there, we see they want to expand Evan Mobley's role just to try something different. Look, Evan Mobley, all NBA defense, if he's able to tack on just a few more points per game, which I predict he will, I predict Evan Mobley being a first-time All-Star for the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2024-2025 NBA season. My next first-time All-Star. Look, that man changed homes. He went from one often criticized superstar to another often criticized superstar, and that is DeJounte Murray. Why do I see DeJounte Murray being a first-time All-Star? Look, you really got to open your third eye for this one. Here's the reason why. First and foremost, DeJounte Murray has a reputation for playing good defense. Now, since he went to Atlanta, his defensive reputation did dip a little bit, but his defensive rating is still above the NBA average. He's going to be a 20-point per game scorer. What he's going to do next year, as far as being an all-star, is he's going to get a lot of credit for an ascension I see coming from the Pelicans. As I said, I expect Zion Williamson to take a leap next year. I had Zion Williamson in the top 20 of my 25 players going into the NBA. I had Zion Williamson in the top 20 of my top 25 players going into the NBA season next year. He's healthier than he's ever been. He played more games than he ever played last year, and he's in shape. When the Pelicans take that ascension and start winning some more games, guess what? What's going to be different? It's going to be DeJounte Murray there. And whenever you see a change, you have to find somebody to give credit to that change too. And you're going to see a 20-point per game scorer who's playing really good defense, guarding multiple positions. I really expect the Pelicans to make some noise next year. And I expect DeJounte Murray to get a lot of credit for that because he is the big addition that they made. A healthy Zion Williamson, a motivated Brandon Ingram, and a contract year. DeJounte Murray coming over knowing that he's going to compete for a playoff spot. Look, 20 points per game, couple of steals, get back that reputation for playing some all-NBA caliber defense. DeJounte Murray is going to be knocking on the door, and keep your third eye open for him as a potential all-star heading into the 2024-2025 NBA season. And the last player we're going to look at today is somebody who's going to be an all-star based off their individual game, but is really going to have a lot to do with team success also, and that's Jalen Williams from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, there's often two ways to become an all-star. One way, you put up numbers that are so remarkable that people have absolutely no choice but to give you a credit and give you that all-star recognition. Or you put up good numbers, but you get the credit for contributing to winning. I don't want to give too much of a preview because it's coming in a later video, but I actually expect the Oklahoma City Thunder to be the best team in the NBA next season. To me, they had the best offseason in the NBA. The natural progression of all that young talent. They have Chet Holmgren. They have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams. All these players are 26 or under. So they're only getting better. They're not even in their prime yet. They already were the #1 seed in the NBA last year, and they're only going to get better with the additions of Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso. Look, Jalen Williams is going to be right around a 20-point per game scorer. Is he a lockdown defender? No. But he still has an above-average defensive rating, so he plays good defense. He has a good reputation around the league, which always matters. And the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to win. And what you find throughout the course of history is when those teams like that have high win totals, even if the player is not putting up superstar numbers like Shai is going to do, they often want to reward teams like that with the second all-star. I fully expect Jalen Williams to be an all-star going into next season. He'll be a 20-point per game scorer. He's going to play good defense, and he's going to get credit for the Oklahoma City Thunder being what I predict the best regular season team in the NBA next season. So that's what we're going to close our video out today. Look, as always, like, comment, subscribe, interact. Do you agree with what the third eye sees? Tell me why you think I'm wrong, and I will show you why I am right. Look, till next time, be blessed.